Hello and welcome back to Annie Recapped. In today's episode, we'll recap GMO Ren. Be sure to drop us a like and subscribe to Annie Recap to find more awesome animes like this to watch on your feed. And now let's get to the show. It starts off with the army of Shang Dynasty and the army of another prominent family facing each other at the Battle of Mu Ye. Since Emperor Di Xin has increased his tyrannical activities, there's unrest within the kingdom, and the elder sage of the Shang Dynasty has taken the responsibility of ending his reign. As Di Xin commands his troop to attack the others, his army, much to his surprise, switches sides and attacks him. Sage Jiang informs him that no one is happy with the conduct of the civilians, and they all have a deep hatred toward him. However, once someone has taken an evil path, it is hard to convince them of their wrongdoings, and Di Xin runs away. He prepares a ritual where he sacrifices himself and tells the others that his soul will haunt him for the rest of eternity, although nothing of that sort ever happened. The show returns to real time where the teacher Chairman Bai is teaching the history of Shang Dynasty to his students, though only a few of them are actually hearing him out, while the girls mostly admire his handsomeness. After he informs them about the success of the excavation team in finding a statue of King Zhou, who is Di Xin, one of the female students points out the ring he is wearing, and the teacher is amazed that she picked something so obscure which escapes the eyes of the most. Even with the help of the most qualified researchers, they are unable to find the reason why Di Xin used to wear this ring, and they hope that time answers this mystery someday. Some students joke that it might have been a wedding ring from his favorite concubine. Meanwhile, during the lecture, a student informs Xiao An about the treasure he has found and asks him to appraise it. The other doesn't have much free time and tries to excuse himself, but the student insists that he will pay him well, and Xiao An has no choice but to accept his request. After school, Xiao An visits his mother in the hospital, who is worried about her son since he has been taking care of her, as well as being on a job. After she laments that his father should have at least sent a letter, he assures her that he is doing fine and that his father will get back soon. After he feeds her an apple, the nurse attacks him to come outside, and she informs him about the fee. Since he doesn't have any money, he asks her to wait and that he will pay later, but the other demands that his mother is severely ill and needs immediate medication that is very expensive. With no choice left, he informs his mother about going to work and heads to meet with his classmate. As he reaches there, he finds the other workers, as he was told, are unusual, carrying knives and other stuff in their hands. The other students hand him a ring and order him to put it on. Xiao An doesn't want to be his experiment, but after the student promises that he will pay for his mother's fee, he immediately agrees. The ring is exactly the same as Di Xin's, and he finds a pretty girl filming him. Xiao An is immediately caught up by her charms, but quickly puts on the ring to not make the others mad. After nothing happens, the fat dude is mad that he got cheated on again and is about to leave when Xiao An reminds him of his promise, and the other agrees. Suddenly, Xiao An starts acting weird, and as the other checks up on him, a mysterious creature jumps out of his mouth and attacks the other. As the student notices that his hand has been devoured, he passes out while the rest prepare to face off against the monster, their bodies shivering. The monster begins to take off a horrifying shape, and soon the others' bodies shall be his lunch. One of them tries attacking the devil with a talisman, but he has his heart devoured by the other. They all shuddered at this and tried to fight back for their life. However, they are no match for him, and most of them are killed on the spot. Xiao An tries taking the ring off, but it wouldn't come out, and even with the girl's help, the ring doesn't budge at all. After finishing the others, the devil has his eyes on them, and as he is about to hit them, Xiao An takes this opportunity to kiss the other girl, Jiang Xunyan. Though lucky for them, one of the fat dude's friends has survived and is pretty skilled with a knife. As he buys time, Jiang and Xiao An escape to a hotel where he drinks something to ease his mind. However, he could hardly believe whatever had traversed just now, and even the others eating normal food disgusted him. Since it's nighttime and they are alone, Jiang takes him to a hotel. As he looks at the prices, Xiao An believes they will turn back, but is surprised when the other takes out a debit card. While she's booking a room, he begins fantasizing about his first experiences, and even feels that the other is no different than the devil and is trying to lure him into her traps. As they reach the room, Xiao An informs her that he was thinking of dropping her home, and the other is amazed that he thought that far about a random stranger. She informs him that she is a reporter, and he is perplexed at hearing this since she seems no older than his age. When he asks whether she has been to hotels with other men before, she instructs him to mind his own business and tells him the only reason they have the same room is that she wants to research the ring. Jiang informs him that the ring has been engraved into his flesh and tells him to take off his clothes. Since he doesn't want to do so, she forcefully strips him off and does her research on his body. As she will need his photos for the evidence, she decides to pick up her phone but is astonished to realize that she had left it at the site. She heads there while Xiao An dreams about the monster, and he informs him that as long as he keeps the ring, his location will always be accessible to the others. In the morning, a police force led by Mei barges into his room and arrests him for the murder at the site. Xiao An tries to defend himself and informs him that the reporter Jiang can also confirm his innocence. They take him to her, but much to his shock, what lies before him is her dead body. Xiao An doesn't believe what he is seeing before his eyes, and now the only one who could have testified for his innocence is gone. He tries waking her up by force, but Officer Ouyang quickly pins him down and arrests him. They take him to the vehicle where he will be carried to a cell, and Xiao An is scared that his mother will find out about this and most likely have a heart attack. He does his best to convince Mei and Ouyang, but without evidence to offer, he cannot defend himself, and the only place he has a chance is the court, where he will need a witness who could testify. After he gets into the vehicle, he is confronted by the devil in the ring, and he proposes that Xiao An gives control of his body to the other. He offers immense riches in return, but Xiao An isn't someone who would give in to evil and declines his offer. As he wakes up, Mei and Ouyang also get in the vehicle, where he once again tries to retaliate. Xiao An blames the ring for all his misfortunes, and as he tries to bite his finger off, a great force repels them. He goes unconscious, and after he wakes up, he is surprised to find mysterious men have attacked them. Though the other group assures him that they're here to save him by their boss's orders, the fat dude. Xiao An is surprised that the other is still alive, and the other tasks him with the mission of finding Jiang's phone. Meanwhile, a doctor is about to touch the dead body of Jiang when she wakes up and demands that he gives her phone back. The doctor shivered at hearing this because she was assumed dead and tried to run away. The fat dude's phone connects with Jiang's phone, and they are equally shocked to find out about her. He reveals that he had suspected that she might not be human at all, and it seems his suspicions weren't wrong. He orders his men to find her and retrieve her phone. As they are searching for her in the underground, they are met by zombies who soon kill them. Seeing that they are strong, his special guards take up the duty of pinning her down, and Mei is also eager to learn more about her since the case is intriguing. Ouyang tries to stop her, but the other is too persistent. As everyone heads off underground, Xiao An is also accompanied by them, and they realize how dangerous the zombies can be. Mei and Ouyang ask for a weapon since they will need it, but the others deny them. The group stumbles upon a hidden laboratory and wonders who could have set it up and done experiments. As they proceed further, the scientist overseeing them through a CCTV activates a trap. They're all sent downward where they meet up with multiple traps. Thanks to Xiao An's knowledge, they manage to solve the situation. Afterward, they come upon two mutants who are being experimented on, and they're amazed by a painting in the same room. Ouyang explains what the art signifies, while the others don't seem much impressed and take it as his usual bullshit. Meanwhile, Jiang is there with the scientist, and he asks her about where she went. Back in the dungeon, they are attacked by the mutant, and Xiao An tries to find a way to escape them since they aren't harmed by usual bullets. After spotting Jiang's kiss sign, he realizes that it is her lead and finds a switch. They are taken further downward by an elevator, where he informs them about kissing Jiang, making them jealous. As the door opens, they find a young woman laying in the bed, and Ouyang is instructed to check whether she is alive. As he reaches her, she is naked, and Ouyang recognizes her as a famous celebrity. However, Xiao An could see right through her because of her stitched throat, and she attacked them as soon as possible. As she is about to attack Mei, Ouyang sacrifices himself to protect her and tells her how deeply he cares for her. Liu is irritated by this and stabs him once more. They suspect that it isn't the same celebrity and is someone else in disguise, but the other assures them that she is indeed the same popular Liu, and the only unusual thing here is that she is immortal. She explains that just like middle-class people who have dreams of migrating to a decent country for a better living, the elite class also has their desires. She regards the dreams of the middle-class people as shallow and the elite ones as some mythical stuff. Liu reveals that she has gained immortality and none of them can match her. As she is about to attack them, the soldiers shoot her, but she gets up quickly. Ouyang asks Xiao An to take good care of Mei and tells them to run away. To buy them enough time, the head of the guard sacrifices himself by detonating a grenade in the same room. After narrowly escaping the blast and coming outside, Xiao An informs the other guards about their leader's fate, and they shoot Mei in the leg. Xiao An is enraged that they did something like this to her, and the other explains that they need to buy time to get away. They ask him to come along with them, but Xiao An refuses and the other leaves a parting gift for him, a bomb ready to detonate. Meanwhile, the scientist, Wang, criticizes Jiang for leaving traces for them and accuses her of betraying him. The other assures him that he shouldn't make such a fuss of this, and in return, Wang traps her inside a cage, electrocuting her to get his revenge on her. Xiao An tends to Mei's wound, and the other insists that he leave her there since she can't walk anyway. However, he isn't simply going to use her as a scapegoat and promises to be there for her. Suddenly, they hear a noise, and Xiao An heads off to confront the enemy. Liu is enraged that they got away from her, but is glad to see that Xiao An has come himself to greet her. As she is about to attack him, he asks the devil in his ring to take over his body and protect Mei. Liu mistakes this and believes that he is talking to her. However, after she confronts the devil and faces his might, she soon starts begging. The devil easily overpowers her, and soon, even the immortal loses her life in front of an invincible enemy. The other two henchmen of the fat dude reach some room where they come across some rats. However, while they let their guard down, they are attacked by some mysterious bees. Mei passes out from the loss of blood, and Shao An asks the devil to hurry up and take over his body so they can save her. As he is about to have complete control over his body, the devil reveals that he never intended to save the girl and was savoring her heart as his meal. Suddenly, he is attacked by the leader of the masked men, and he is revealed to be the same guy who caused them trouble before. The other isn't going to let him get away with everything, and Shao An realizes that the devil is the reincarnation of the evil King Zhou of the Shang Dynasty. Shao An doesn't want to admit that pure evil is standing before him and even almost took control of him. The other informs him that he should be honored to have been under the control of a powerful king who is regarded as a god by his power. However, this is not the time for him to boast, as he needs to pick a god to pray to in this situation. The assassin faces him in a duel, and when Shao An tries to assist him, Di Xin repels him and traps him so he doesn't interfere. At the lab, scientist Wang is getting ready to experiment on Jiang and has her tied up. As she wakes up, she is enraged to find this and questions what the others will be gaining from doing something like this. The other doesn't have any solid reason and just wants to occupy himself with something, rather than spending his time doing nothing. Jiang manages to kick him and he accidentally releases one of his magical creatures, a walking hand. The hand leaps onto the keyboard and activates various traps. Eventually, it manages to activate the self-destruction trap that will explode the whole lab down. Realizing that everything is doomed now, Wang gets ready to head outside and meet with his superior. Meanwhile, the assassin and Di Xin are fighting when Shao An's ring suddenly starts glowing and assists him in killing the devil. The devil is furious that his end was so pathetic, but what else can he do now? As they are searching for Mei, Jiang falls down from the upper floor. The assassin tries to fight her, but Shao An stops him because she helped them out. Jiang warns them about the rise of underground water, and since they have to deal with the bomb left behind by Dao's men, she instructs Dao to head somewhere else. She takes off her clothes and warns Shao An not to look back, and takes care of the bomb. On their way back, they confront the zombie mosquitoes which killed the other men, and Dao faces them. After taking care of them, the three meet up again and have to swim to get to the other side. Shao An is caught up by a giant octopus and Jiang has to save him. After getting out of the water, they are once again attacked by the giant monster, and this time he surfaces to strike them with his venomous smoke. While the two fight him, Jiang brings an incinerator and burns the monster to a crisp. After successfully taking down their enemy, the three get ready to head out. However, Misfortune follows Shao An once more as he is dragged to the water by the tentacle. He loses consciousness and wakes up in the same hotel where he left off with Jiang. He wonders whether everything he witnessed was a dream. However, when he turns up the TV, he is devastated to find that he is the prime suspect in Mei's murder and finds out that she is actually the daughter of the mayor. He doesn't know how to get out of the situation, and luckily, he finds the note left behind by Dao, informing him to meet the other up at a certain location. Will he come out clean in Mei's murder case? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments, and I guess we'll find out in the next episodes. For now, drop us a like and subscribe to Annie Recapped for more awesome animes like this on your feed. With that said, we'll see you in the next one. Peace!